Hello everyone, I am Harshal and we will be looking at finite element methods in this video. So what does finite element method means, where we can apply it, what does it do, how it is useful to us. We will be covering all that part in this video, to stay tuned. Firstly, we have to know that the finite element method is used for analysis of the engineering problem. So for analysis of engineering problem, what we have two types. Means we can solve this problem by two types. First is physical experimentation and another is mathematical way. But for physical experimentation, we have to actually destroy the material or destroy the system to find that what will be happen. But in mathematical, we just can find by analyzing some by using some equation, analyzing it, and we will get some results. But and in the mathematical terms, we will be having two different domains, which are analytical one and another is numerical system. But in the analytical system only works for the simple problems, whereas the numerical system works for a complex geometry also. But the numerical system has to be uh, extrapolated from the physical ones. So you might be thinking that if we have to destruct the material, so why we are using this numerical method? But we have to destruct the material only for once. When we extrapolate the results, when we confirm or we validate the results, then one can go with the numerical system instead of going physical system. Talking about analytical gives the result, but it is used only for simple systems, so that will be not useful for us while going with the higher level of problem, isn't it? Talking about applications, the well famous example is automotive industry, where we have to do several crash tests to find that the vehicle is safe or not. On the basis of that, we give the rating to the vehicle. But by using these FEM methods, what has been done, we have reduced several crashes to only few ones. So suppose we have to do some crashes like 1,000, so now we have to do only for 100 and something. So that is one application, one advantage of our application. Another is aerospace. As you can relate that aerospace, like we do for automotive, we can go for aerospace also. Even in healthcare, so one might think that how does it help in healthcare. So you know that in healthcare industry there are several applications, like so one can implement something in our body. uh, Before implementing that, one can analyze that if the equipment will work fine or not, will it go right or not. So that can be done by FEM also. Another applications like electrical and electronics also, where we can do certain simulations. Also in power industries, like in heat transfer. There are wide range of applications in FEM, which reduces cost and time, which is a beneficial one. So we will look what is FEM. FEM is nothing but, suppose we have some partial differential equations at each node, and what will we get after solving this solution by FEM? We will get some approximate solution. uh, so we are going from complex to simplex one. So we are dealing with the complex partial differential equation. We are applying this FEM system, and we are getting the approximate solution at each node. uh, that is nothing but the FEM. FEM is the numerical method which gives approximate solution from the complex PDEs. So what is going to happen in FEM? I am considering a 1D problem of a beam, where at this end we are applying the traction and we have to find that deformation of that body. So for deformation we will be having some equation. We will go to that later. First of all, we have to do, we have to discretize this element into some elements. So considering I have discretized it in three elements. So what we have three elements. Suppose I am denoting that element by omega 1, omega 2 and omega 3. What we have each node. So suppose this is first and second node of our uh, first element, second element and third element, and so on. So we can use elements as we want. It is depend on our meshing. If the meshing is fine, the element will be more. If the meshing is coarse, then element will be less. But to go with higher meshes, we will get the close results to our actual solution. Okay, so what we have here, we have PDEs at each node. What we are going to do, that we are converting it into a weak form where U is present. Now what we are going to do, we are converting U into the shaping function, or we can say shape functions, which are already known to us, and we can easily find that. Then after converting into the weak function, we are getting a result in the form of weak form. We are going to assemble this whole U and likewise into the weak form, and at the last what we are going to get a magical solution, which is nothing but K U is equal to F. K is the steepness matrix, U is the displacement vector, and F is forcing vector. uh, K U F. So what we have F, we have uh, steepness matrix, and what we have to find, we have to find U, which is our result, which is our displacement or destruction or anything that we want to find. It may change that if in heat transfer it is different, in another system it is different. So we are talking about the linear elastic system. So in this system, this is nothing but the displacement. So we are ultimately getting the results. We can interpolate that results with another, and finally we can find a solution for that, solution for our problem. So this is nothing but IFU. So if you are interested in interesting video like this, you can subscribe to our channel, and you can get in touch with us. Thank you for watching this video.